What is good with the YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege and honor and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet again. I must say this. If you like action-packed fights, if you like fights that's filled with back and forth action, if you like fights that are competitive, then you don't want to miss Jaime Munguia versus John Ryder. If you missed this fight, it's your own fault. I can't wait for this fight. This weekend, Lord willing, we make it. Live stream, baby. Jaime Munguia is an exciting, young, and up-and-coming fighter fighting under Golden Boy Promotions. And Jaime Munguia he's red hot. He's red hot right now. But John Ryder is a tough, durable journeyman, man. 35 years old. He's been in there with a lot. Callum Smith. Who else? Daniel Jacobs. Canelo Alvarez, who he had a lot of competitive spots in that fight with. Let's start with John Ryder. John Ryder is a fighter who is a really, really good close to mid-range fighter. He understands his distance. He understands his range of movement. He knows that he's a short, stocky fighter, and he has to stay close to his opponent in order to get off those nice combinations. He's dope at mid-range, man. Very, very dope. Good leg placement, good foundation. His visual is always there. You know, a lot of fighters, when they punch, they close their eyes. His visual is immaculate. And it is so amazing to me that a guy who's shorter, the majority of the time he's fighting his opponents, he's a shorter fighter, how great his distance is. He stays close enough to where he can get off his punches and doesn't smother his punches either. Now, that's very important as well. But he somehow has a distance to where it's harder for the taller fighter to get off their arsenal. And that's because he's always bending his knees and he's lower than he actually needs to be getting. Now, when a shorter fighter fights a taller fighter, you want to come in very, very low. You know, Tank Davis does the same thing. And that's why it's hard to get off shots for the taller fighter against the shorter fighter. When you come in, you're already short. So they kind of punch down at you. You bend your knees lower. So they got to punch even further down. And then they can run into those up shots of the shorter fighter. And that, I believe, is what John Ryder is very, very good at. Not only that, he's durable. The dude can take a punch. He can get that punishment, and he can also dish it out. He's very, very smart. Has a lot of, excuse me, he has a lot of ring generalship and a lot of wisdom in the ring that he's gained over all these fights. But I believe Jaime Munguia has more fights than John Ryder. Jaime has about 40, 42 fights. He got started in Mexico, man. He's a rising star in Mexico before he came over to the U.S. And I'm going to tell y'all this, man. His last fight against Derevyanchenko, I believe we're going to see the same thing against John Ryder. Jaime is super aggressive. Obviously, he's an offensive fighter. Hands down. We all know that. But he's super aggressive. And he's starting to get better. Because used to, he was just so aggressive, he was reckless. But now he's getting to the point to where he's taking his time. He's placing his punches. He's selecting his punches. He's not just throwing caution to the wind. He's actually thinking about what he's going to throw before he throws it. Instead of having a young, vigorous mind, like, I don't care what I'm going to throw. I'm going to throw it, and I'm going to hit you with something and knock you out. Those days are different. I believe those days are gone now. And on top of that, he has a Hall of Fame coach in Freddy Roach. And a lot of people sleep on Freddy Roach, man. Freddy Roach has done a lot for a handful of champions. Don't even need to name most of them. But, of course, Manny Pacquiao. Freddy Roach knows the tricks of the trade, and he's very experienced. And he's teaching Munguia that as well. I do believe Munguia has an edge in this fight. I do believe that he's going to do what a lot of people haven't done. I believe Ryder only has one TKO stoppage, and I believe it is his first fight, if I'm not mistaken. But I think when all the dust and smoke settles after this war that these two are going to display for us fans all around the world, I think at the end of it all, I'm thinking 9, 10, 11th round, Jaime is going to get him out of there. And here's why I say that. Again, Jaime Munguia is getting a lot better. He's starting to control his aggression. And he, too, has great range, and he knows his distance. And he puts fighters at the end of his punches, more so now. And on top of that, just like John Ryder, this kid got a beard. I seen Derevyanchenko hit Munguia with shots where he should have been knocked out. He caught Munguia with shots, consistent shots, where he should have been laid out flat, dirt nap. But he ate him. He took him, he chewed him up, and he swallowed him. This is a young, vigorous kid, man, at 168. And if he should get through Ryder, which I think he will, the fight I want to see him against next, since it doesn't look like Canelo's going to fight him, you got it, the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. That's the fight I want, should he get past Ryder, and I think he will. If y'all want an action-packed fight, if y'all are yearning for an action-packed fight, don't miss this one this weekend, I'm telling you. Munguia versus Ryder is going to be fireworks. I'm going to say 9th, 10th, 11th round, maybe 10th, 11th. I'm going to say 11. Round 11, Munguia is going to stop him. My honest opinion. I want to know yours. Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all, fear none, God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing. I'm up and I'm out of here, baby. Bye, y'all.